Hello guys, this is Vishal Jain, your faculty for ACCA FR and SBR paper. With September 2025 exams around the corner, I was just wondering what can I do for the students so that actually they get benefited and they can score good marks in the exam. So then what I did is I analyzed all the past papers, practice papers, specimen papers, mock papers, BPP, Kaplan, study have all of them and identified few topics which are getting repeated in the exams or few topics which students find it complex to solve and listed down around 25 topics. Now, these topics are definitely common for both FR and SBR students, but yes, I have identified few specific topics for SBR only. I'll give you the list. Don't worry. I'll give you the list. The entire list will be given to you. Now, sir, will you give only the list of the topics? No, my dear friends. No. I will be discussing these topics also with you in a YouTube live session, the details of which will be given in this video towards the end. So watch this video till the end. I'll be giving you all the details pertaining to the live session as well. Okay. Now, but before we proceed to the topics, if you are new to the channel, subscribe the channel, like the video and also share this video with your friends, okay, so that they can also get benefited from this session. Now let's start the topics. So what I have done is I have identified these topics. See, one of them is the compound financial instrument. Okay, the breaking up of the instrument into equity and the financial liability. What will the finance cost? What will the equity component, right? What is the settlement amount? All of these things. Revenue recognition from principal and agent perspective, revenue recognition from input method, output method perspective, onerous contract, the loss making revenue contracts, current and deferred tax. See, these adjustments, if a question on preparation of financial statements comes, these questions, these adjustments, you will find they are getting repeated in the exam again and again. Like intangible assets, research and development phase, non-refundable deposit paid while obtaining an asset on lease, refund of grant. See, understand, when you talk about refund of grant, and if the grant is a grant for income, the refund of grant accounting is very easy, right? But when you talk about grant for assets being refunded, that accounting is a little bit complex, right? So we'll discuss that. Exchange gain or loss. Now, students find cash flow a little bit a complex topic, and in the exam we have seen cash flow from investing activities becomes a favorite topic of the examiner, particularly from an FR perspective. Becomes a very interesting topic for the examiner, so they definitely ask it off. Now, from a group accounting per se, deferred consideration rectification. Generally, we see students missing out on the unwinding of the deferred consideration, right? So we'll discuss each and everything from the perspective of console SOFP, console P&L. Each and everything will be discussed. Okay, intra-group trading. What would be the treatment when the parent sells the goods to subsidiary, when the subsidiary sells the goods to parent? Everything. Okay, what are the contra items? Goods, trade receivable, trade payable, cash in transit, goods in transit. Everything will be discussed. What is the treatment when dividend is paid by subsidiary? What is the treatment when the subsidiary is disposed? The treatment in the individual financial statements of parent, the treatment in the console FS, everything will be discussed. What is the treatment of goodwill impairment loss when NCI is at fair value method or when NCI is at, you can say, proportionate share method? What is the treatment of investment in associates? Now, there comes an adjustment that the cost of investment is less than proportionate share of net assets. And in that case, we have to recognize gain on bargain purchase. Generally, we see students missing out on these small complex adjustments. They are small adjustments, but if you miss out, the marks are gone for that, right? So what I'll do is these small things which you might miss, I'll be covering all of these in my live sessions. Now, coming to intra-group trading, unrealized profit from an associate perspective, when the parent sells the goods to associate or when the associate sells the goods to parent, what will be the treatment and where will it get adjusted from a console P&L perspective, console SOFP perspective, right? Now comes dividend paid by associates, all those things. Now, these topics were common for FR and SBR both. Now I have identified few topics which is only for SBR, like for example, lease remeasurement, non-current assets held for sale on the date of classification and on subsequent dates. What is the treatment? Employee benefits, ceiling adjustment. Generally, student forgets or doesn't understand how to do the accounting of ceiling adjustment. So I'll take up an example. And explain the ceiling adjustment also, and the whole understanding of ceiling adjustment will be clear. Now, business combination contingent consideration. See, contingent consideration is an ACCA FR topic, but payment in the form of cash is an SCCFR topic, but the payment in the form of equity shares is contingent is an SBR topic, which generally student tends to ignore it off, but it does come up in the exam. So we cannot ignore these things, right? Step acquisition, again an important topic, which generally I have seen these topics getting repeated in the exam again and again and again. So we can't leave these points, right? Foreign subsidiary. So overall foreign subsidiary student deals gracefully, but what happens when it comes to the treatment of exchange gain or a loss in case of foreign subsidiary, the student gets completely confused what to do in that case. So we'll be discussing it along with an example. Console cash flow. Now understand, when we say, let's suppose console cash flow in the case when a subsidiary is acquired during the year, right? So understand, opening balance is it's only parent, closing balance is parent plus subsidiary both, so a student finds challenge in calculating what are the net assets acquired during the year by payment of cash. Basically, what is a cash flow item in the console cash flow when a subsidiary is acquired during the year, which is a complex topic which students generally find it difficult to solve. We will be discussing in the live classes along with an example, so need not worry at all from that perspective. Okay, I'll make things quite very simple so that you understand the rationale behind each and every topic. Okay, so though I promised 25, but still I'm covering 26 topics. Okay, now sir, when will the session be held? Okay, the session will be held on 26th of August at 7 p.m. IST India time, 26th of August. Make a note of the date and the time carefully, guys. Make a note of date and the time very carefully. Now, sir, how to join the session? So in the comment box, write. So let's suppose if you are an FR student, write FR SEP 2025. If you are an SBR student, write SBR SEP 2025, and we will give you the link. Okay, so don't miss out on this session, and also share this session with your friends, all of your friends. Okay, and I believe this session will definitely going to help you. Okay, so make a note of the date and time again, and see you in the session. That's all for today. Bye.